So, what are negative things of Dragon Ball Z Kai I did not like? Well, for starters, they they censored some blood out, and that kind of really pisses me off because at the time I didn't even know that Dragon Ball was very violent, or Dragon Ball Z was very violent back in the day. But in Dragon Ball Z Kai, even in the uncut version, they tone a lot of blood scenes out. Yes, in the uncut version there is blood, but at the same time though, it's not as like bloodier than way back in DBZ. that's that's one of the only problems I have with it, is there's not a lot of blood. Another thing is that 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 there is still filler. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, DBZ had a lot of filler, but in Kai there was bits and pieces of filler, but not that much, just a tiny bit of filler. If you watch the trailer of Kai, it says, "Oh, it follows the manga." Well, it does follow the manga. Don't get me wrong, but it has some bits and pieces of filler in it. Another thing that also bothers me is that if you get the Kai DVDs, and obviously if you watch it on Nicktoons now, they do not have the Yamamoto soundtrack. Yamamoto soundtrack. The only thing they have is the Shusuke Shikusuki music. I mean, I think that Kikuchi works with only, obviously, Dragon Ball Z. It doesn't fit with Kai, in my opinion. But unfortunately, Yamamoto got a copyright strike because some of his music was so much familiar with some of the music in some movies that we heard of, like Avatar, the Fox, Avatar, and and other movies. One of his soundtrack sounds a little bit similar to the Kikuchi music, but that's pretty much it. But I wish that, I understand that, yes, they brought Kikuchi back, but they repeat some of the Kikuchi music over and over and over again. But in Dragon Ball Z, they play different Kikuchi musics. And that kind of really bothers me because, like, I wish that, that Yamamoto did not get a copyright or wasn't fired. And that kind of really freaking pisses me off. And that's pretty much it, Overall, Dragon Ball Z Kai is still the best of the best. If you want to watch Dragon Ball Z, and if you don't want to watch the Japanese, version, watch Kai, because Kai is the accurate version. Yes, Kai may not be perfect as well than the Japanese, but it's perfect than the frickin' dub.